Scene script. Have you ever pondered what it really means to be a digital citizen in today's interconnected world? Well, let's break it down together. Digital citizenship can be defined as the norms of appropriate and responsible use of technology. In simpler terms, it's about how we should behave when we're online. It's a concept that's becoming increasingly important as our lives become more and more entwined with the digital world. So, why is digital citizenship important? Well, it's all about creating a safer and more respectful online environment. With the rise of cyberbullying, fake news, and online scams, it's more crucial than ever that we all play our part in promoting positive online behavior. Just as we expect citizens in a society to behave responsibly and respectfully, the same goes for the digital world. Now, there are three main areas of digital citizenship that we need to consider: safety, literacy, and etiquette. Let's start with safety. This involves protecting our personal information, avoiding risky online behavior, and understanding the potential consequences of our actions on the internet. It's about being aware of the dangers and knowing how to deal with them. Next, we have literacy. This is about understanding how to use technology and how to find, evaluate, and communicate information online. It's not just about being tech-savvy, it's about being tech-smart. Finally, we have etiquette. This is about treating others with respect online, understanding that behind every screen, there's a real person with real feelings. It's about knowing when to share and when to keep things private, about how to disagree without being disagreeable. So being a digital citizen is not just about using technology, but using it responsibly, safely, and respectfully. It's about making the digital world a better place for everyone. And that, my friends, is what being a digital citizen is all about. Now, imagine you're walking on a tightrope, with your personal data in one hand and your online interactions in the other. How do you balance? The world of the internet is a vast, uncharted territory. It's a place where you can explore, learn, and connect. But just like in the real world, there are risks. This is where the importance of digital safety comes into play. Digital safety is about protecting yourself and your personal information while navigating the digital world. It's about being aware of the potential dangers and knowing how to avoid them. It's about understanding that every click, every post, every online transaction leaves a digital footprint that can be traced back to you. So, how do you protect your personal information online? First, you need to understand what personal information is. It's not just your name and address, but also your passwords, bank details, and even your online behavior. This information in the wrong hands can be used to steal your identity, drain your bank account, or even harm your reputation. Next, learn about privacy settings. These are tools provided by online platforms that allow you to control who can see your information and how it's used. For example, you can set your social media profiles to private, limiting who can see your posts. You can also turn off location services to prevent apps from tracking your whereabouts. But remember, privacy settings are not foolproof. They are just one layer of protection. You also need to be mindful of what you share online. The internet has a long memory, and once something is posted, it's almost impossible to completely erase it. So think twice before sharing sensitive information or posting something that could come back to haunt you in the future. And finally, always be vigilant. Be wary of unsolicited emails or messages asking for personal information. Avoid clicking on suspicious links. And regularly update your devices and apps to ensure you have the latest security features. Remember, staying safe online is a critical component of being a responsible digital citizen. Can you decipher the true from the false in the sea of information online? That's where digital literacy comes into play. Digital literacy goes beyond being merely tech-savvy. It's not just about knowing how to use a smartphone, download an app, or navigate through a website. It's about understanding the digital world around us, the information we encounter, and how we interact with it. It involves the ability to find, evaluate, and effectively use information online, which is a skill that is becoming increasingly important in our interconnected world. Let's imagine the internet as a vast ocean filled with all sorts of information. Some of it is valuable, like precious pearls, while some of it is worthless, like discarded plastic. As a digital citizen, you need to be able to dive into this ocean and identify the pearls amidst the plastic. This involves knowing how to search for information effectively, how to evaluate the credibility of sources, and how to use this information in a way that is ethical and responsible. Critical thinking is a key aspect of digital literacy. It's not enough to just take in information. You need to think about it, question it, and consider its implications. You need to be able to discern between credible sources and those that are misleading or false. This means asking questions like, who is the author of this information? What is their purpose? Is this information supported by evidence? Is it biased or one-sided? But digital literacy is not just about skepticism. It's also about understanding how to communicate effectively online, how to respect the rights and privacy of others, and how to use digital tools to create and innovate. It's about understanding the power and potential of technology and using it in a way that is beneficial to ourselves and to society. So the next time you dive into the digital ocean, remember, being tech-savvy is just the first step. The true skill lies in being able to navigate this ocean effectively, to discern the true from the false, and to use this information responsibly. Being digitally literate means not just knowing how to use technology, but understanding how to use it effectively and ethically. Did you know there's an unwritten code of conduct for the digital world, just like in real life? Well, there is, and it's referred to as netiquette. This term is a blend of the words internet and etiquette, and it plays a pivotal role in how we interact with each other online. Think about it this way. When you're having a conversation in person, you're likely to be considerate, respectful, and mindful of the other person's feelings. The same principles should apply when we're communicating online. After all, behind every profile picture, every username, and every comment, there's a real person with real emotions. In the vast and intricate web of the digital world, it's easy to forget that. It's easy to say things we wouldn't normally say in person, to be a bit harsher, a bit more blunt. But it's crucial to remember that our words and actions can have a significant impact, often more than we realize. A careless comment or a thoughtless share can cause real harm, and once something is out there on the internet, it's almost impossible to take it back. We should aim to treat others online with the same respect and kindness we would want to be treated with. In the digital world, we're not just dealing with machines and algorithms. We're dealing with people. People with hopes, dreams, fears, and feelings. Understanding and respecting this human element is an integral part of netiquette. Moreover, our online behavior can reflect who we are as individuals. It can shape our digital footprint and can even have real-world consequences. So it's important to think before we post, comment, or share. Remember, the golden rule of netiquette is simple. Treat others online as you would want to be treated in real life. To sum it up, being mindful of our digital conduct, respecting other people's feelings, and understanding the potential impact of our online actions are key aspects of netiquette. And practicing good netiquette is a significant part of being a good digital citizen. So, we've journeyed through the facets of digital citizenship. But what's the big takeaway from all this? Let's take a moment to reflect. We started with defining digital citizenship, understanding it as the norms of appropriate, responsible technology use. It's about being safe, informed, and above all, respectful in the digital world. We then delved into the importance of digital safety, underscoring the necessity of protecting personal information and understanding the implications of our online actions. Remember, in the digital sphere, safety isn't just about protecting ourselves from harm. It's also about ensuring we don't cause harm to others. Next, we emphasized that being a digital citizen is more than just being tech-savvy. It's not simply about knowing how to use a device or navigate the internet. Digital literacy is about understanding how technology affects our lives and our world. It's about being able to use technology effectively, responsibly, and ethically. Then, we explored the unwritten code of the digital world. This is about online etiquette, about treating others with respect and kindness, just as we would in the physical world. It's about thinking before we post, respecting others' privacy, and standing up against cyberbullying. These are the key elements of digital citizenship. They remind us that our online actions have real-world consequences, They underscore the importance of being responsible, respectful digital citizens. So, as we navigate this digital age, let's commit to being mindful of our digital footprint. Let's strive to use technology in a way that is safe, ethical, and respectful. Let's remember that the digital world is our world, and it's up to us to make it a better place. Remember, the digital world is our world. Let's treat it with respect. If you enjoyed this video and found it informative, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more insights like this.